So tonight, I'm gonna get you ready to go to your party, okay? So you've sort of told me that maybe you're not really excited about going. Is that true? That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we end up having to go to parties or events that maybe we don't want to, but we're gonna go ahead and get you looking fabulous, so at least you can feel confident. And then remember, you don't have to stay the whole time, okay? You can go ahead and leave whenever you'd like. Alright? So let's go ahead and get you good, okay? So I did ask you to come with a nice, clean, bare face, and I see you've done that, so that's good. Thank you so much. Yep, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and getting closer to you and touching your face with my fingers and brushes, okay? Is that alright? Okay, good. So, I've gone ahead and gathered a few things that I think will suit you. They are just nice colors, I think, that suit a lot of people, but just thinking about your particular look. And you kind of told me what you were gonna wear. Is that still the plan? Good, okay. So no worries. We're gonna go ahead and just get you looking good, okay? So I have like a wide variety of things. And then at the end, I have quite a few like perfume samples that you can wear, okay? Because I always think that when you smell nice, you feel good, okay? So we'll do the makeup first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go through the perfumes, and you can smell each one and decide which one you'd like. Okay? Great. So let's go ahead and start. First, just with a hair product. So I have a lot of like samples, so you don't have to worry about cross-contamination or anything like that, okay? You can just take them with you when you're done. So this first one is a leave-in cream. I have tried this brand before, and it's very, I think it's pretty decent, okay? And it smells really nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put some like on my hand. And then we're gonna go ahead and just put that all along the hairline. And then I'm gonna work it through all the strands, okay? So this is a really light leave-in conditioner, okay? It does not have a strong scent, but it's very pleasant, and then it doesn't make your hair feel very weighed down, okay? It just kind of like lets it look nice and not very strong, like it gives it a nice shine, but it still feels pretty lifted, okay? Alright. Next thing we'll do is a similar thing but for the face, okay? So this is a nice cream for the face to keep it nice and moisturized. I like to start with a good cream. Okay. This one I'm gonna be more, again, nice pleasant scent but not overpowering, okay? Just a little more here. Just for the face. Forehead, okay? And then maybe the chin as well. Just any of those dry areas. It's winter time here, so You know how the air feels is very dry. Okay, good. Okay, so now that that's kind of all worked in, I'm gonna go ahead and do essentially just like a hydrating face mist. Okay, so this is gonna feel really nice on your skin, and quite frankly I love it. So this one is the last of my sample size. I have a full version that I have not started yet, but I liked it so much that I had to get the big version. So this one I'm gonna, if you want to take the rest of this with you, you can. I've got a big one. Otherwise I'll keep it, either one. This one is used though. Okay, so let me go ahead and give that a nice spray over the face. Okay, good. Doesn't that kind of feel nice? I don't know why. It's just so refreshing, and then we'll just kind of lightly work it in. Okay, let that dry. It dries rather quickly. Yeah, good ingredients in there. Okay, so I like it, but good stuff. Okay, so we've got a nice base there. So then I think the next one is going to be just a primer. Okay, this is just a basic like color correcting primer. You have a kind of a red undertone to you. And then I think it's kind of working on the tips of my fingers, and then we'll just get those in all the areas. Okay. This is always also a very like pore blending primer as well, so it kind of helps minimize those a little bit, and once you get foundation and powder on, they're practically gone. Okay, so very good, yeah. Not an expensive brand, but I find it works better than most of the expensive ones, so that's a good one. Okay, so let's see. I think we'll go ahead and do like a foundation next. So this is one I have not tried yet. Oop, it's actually not even open. Let me open it. There we go. So let's go ahead and read this one. It's got little roses on it. It is a 2-in-1 luminous tint foundation. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply it just like a foundation. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my finger. See, it's just there. And then we're going to kind of spread it. All over the face, and then I'm going to use a brush to kind of just lightly work it in. Okay, I like to mainly use my fingers for foundation, but sometimes a brush works well when you're applying it to somebody else. So there we go, just to the side. And then I'm going to put a little kind of extra in some of those more red areas. I'm going to apply it just directly to the brush here, okay? And then we're going to just gently work in, see if it's buildable. It might be buildable, I'm not sure. Okay, and a little more on the other side. There we go. Good, very good. That's looking really nice, and it is slightly buildable, and it works well with your natural skin tone as well. Good. There. That looks really nice. Okay. Okay, there we go. And maybe a little extra on the nose as well. A little bit extra on the nose. A little more. Okay, good. I like to be thorough with foundation, but not, like, I don't want it caked on there, okay? We don't want it to be visible on your face. And we also need to make sure that we don't put so much on, or the color's not different than like your neck. For me, that's the number one thing when you have somebody where their face is obviously a different color than their neck, like by a lot. That just doesn't look nice. Okay. I think that just dropped my... There, that's actually pretty nice. How does it feel on the face? Alright, okay, so we got Galactic 2-in-1 Luminous Tinted Foundation. Okay, so that was alright. Okay, so let's see now. Let's get some powder here. See, I packed this bag really full here. There. And then this one also is a nice kind of loose powder, ultra fine. This one is translucent, okay? So it really doesn't have, look at how cute that is. It's got a tiny little powder puff. So you can basically just like slip it on the finger, and then you can go ahead and we'll get the little thing off. This one's tricky. There we go, it's coming off now. It's like a really thin... I'm sorry, I should have opened these before you got here. There, it's like a little sticker with the... over the holes. So then what you can do is just give it a little shake. And then you got like a little bit on there to pat, 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 to pat. And then pat, to 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 pat. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. It's so cute. It's so tiny. Although I will say this is taking a little longer than usual. Usually I'll have like a big powder brush, and that makes very quick work of the powder. So this is a little bit different, but it works well still. And this is a very nice soft material as well. So it's looking good. Okay. So we have Ultra Fine Milled Loose Power Dito Matte. Yeah, translucent. So that looks really nice with the foundation that you got on. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I don't know if we're gonna do any highlighter. Oh shoot. Maybe just like a touch. I don't know, I like to put this on after the powder. I think some people maybe put it on before, I'm not sure. But just kind of go a little bit down the nose and then kind of just swipe the cheeks up. Just gives you a very glowy, kind of dewy appearance, which we like. Okay, and then this is a nice fresh brush for you, okay? Good. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so that is that. So the next thing I think is going to be your eyebrows. Let's go ahead and just kind of work those. I don't like to do a lot with the eyebrows, okay? We want them to look natural but full, okay? So your eyebrows already look pretty good. So we're not going to really mess too much with them, just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to use the brush on the other end to kind of brush. Good, perfect, okay, good. Okay, so your face is looking lovely. Next thing I've got is just a brand new eyeshadow palette, okay? So this is a little one. It is Luna Magic, the Armor palette. So it looks like it has 5 different colors: in love, obsessed, desired, intimate, and self-care. So they look like this. So it's kind of like a reddish brown, sort of like a burgundy, a gold, a more like brighter red, and then kind of a rose gold. Okay? So I think we're going to go ahead and grab a brush. Okay, so we're going to grab a brush. First it's going to be kind of a lighter, fluffy brush, and then I think we're going to go ahead and tap kind of this darker red color, okay? You have a nice coloring for a red. The other side as well. So the way I like to do my eyes is I will do the same thing on both eyes. So I don't do like one full eye and then the other one. So I'll do powder on both eyes, then eyeliner, then, you know, just each section. Because you don't want it to look too different, which it's very easy to do. Very, very easy. Okay, so we got just enough there, okay. Let me grab a different brush. This one I'm going to go ahead and just use the gold on you. Just like that nice kind of bright gold. And then I think that will match very, very well, I think. Beautiful. Just kind of gives you a nice shimmery sparkle. Good. Okay. Next we're going to give you just a very small wing. Okay, this is liquid eyeliner. I do not like to go and do like eyeliner across the whole eye. I think that makes your eye look smaller. I just don't like the way it looks, so we're going to go ahead and just give you a little wing on the outside and then just bring it down slightly, okay? Slightly on the bottom. And then the same thing on the other side, okay? Good. Perfect. And try not to blink. Good, good, good. Perfect. See, that looks nice and even. And I think it just makes your eyes look brighter, bigger. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink. And the bottoms. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink. Good. That's nice. Okay. Next we're gonna do the lip, I think. So I have a lip pencil, strawberry mojito. Okay. So I just want you to sort of like have your mouth open like a little bit, but don't stiffen up your lips or anything. Just leave everything loose. And we're gonna come a little bit on the outside. Again, I try not to have this be too dark or too bright. Mostly match the color of your natural lips with maybe a slight rosiness to it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then I also have a slightly tinted, put a little on my finger here and just pat, 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 pat. Give it a general little rub. And last but not least, just like a gloss to go over the top. Gloss, good. Perfect. Alright, you look beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and just, get some perfume on you so you can kind of complete that. So I grabbed a few samples. So first one is Nanette Lepore Oh La La. So this one has like a nice clean scent, but it's not overpowering, okay? I feel like this one lasts a few hours, so probably just enough for you to smell nice through the party, and then if you want to leave early. I like to leave early at parties. And then we have a Elixir de Classes. This one's a little stronger, but I would say it has a more florally undertone. What do you think about that? Okay. Then we have a Catherine Melandarino. Probably not saying that right. And this one is called Dream. I feel like this one smells like a lot more florally. What do you think of that? Good? Okay. And then we have a Nicole Miller Moments to Passion. This one got opened. Oh dear. And to me this one smells very like citrusy. I smell that guy. No, not that one. Okay, that's okay. And this one is a Noir Riviera Sentier. I feel like this one smells very like fresh, kind of a clean scent. Okay. This one, the Elixir de Classes. Okay. That's right. Let's give you a little spritz of that. Okay. Alright, how do you feel? Good. You look amazing. Just remember, you can leave anytime you want,